Hey, most real estate coaches today push expired scripts that they've never actually used. So I decided to prove what actually works by making 100 expired calls on camera. I'm Jeff Quintin. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and that's exactly how I've stayed in the top 1% of agents nationwide. And I'm still on the phones every single day. What happened, it actually changed the way I was prospecting, and it will change the way you look at it too. So here's the truth. I'm tired of coaches teaching expired systems when they haven't actually dialed a number of years, right? They haven't been on the phone in a long time. So last Tuesday, I put myself to the test. I made 100 expired calls in a single day, and I documented everything. The wins, the losses, the objections, everything. At 8 a.m., I started out, I had a brand new MLS list, right? Brand new, fresh, expired list, my script, tracking sheet, my phone was charged. And let me be clear, this wasn't just a stunt, right? This is actually what I do. This is how I've stayed at the top for 3 decades. The first call was with Susan. Her home sat on the market for 6 months, expired 2 weeks earlier. She picked up on the second ring. I said, "Hi Susan, this is Jeff Quintin with the Quintin Group. I saw your home came off the market as an expired listing. Are you still thinking of selling or just taking a break?" She said, "We're still interested but very frustrated. Our agent couldn't get the job done." That's when I knew this was going to be a good day. So right away, by call 15, I had 2 listing appointments. I remember call 23. His name was Mike. His house expired 3 weeks back. He said, "Thank God someone called who knows exactly what they're doing. The last agent I had was a disaster." He was wondering, he said, "Hey, when can you come over?" That was appointment number 3. Not all smooth sailing though. Call 31, this guy screamed on the phone with me for about, 10 minutes or so, talking about how all these agents are just being crooks. Call 38, they already relisted. Call 45, seller gave up on moving. What did I do? I made a quick note and then started dialing the next number because this is just a numbers game and it's about being consistent. Remember, every no gets me closer to a yes. So then later in the day, call number 50. Janet answered. She said, "Hey, are you just another agent trying to get my listing?" I said, "Janet, I am an agent, but I'm not trying to chase you or get your listing. I just want to understand what happened." She unloaded, no communication, bad pricing, no marketing. And then by the end, she said, "So what do you do differently?" I walked her through a little bit of a process with pricing, marketing, communication, and then I ultimately went for the close. "Can we set an appointment this week? What's better for you, Monday or Tuesday at 4? That was appointment number 7. Then into the evening, the afternoon itself is going to be a whole lot tougher. A lot more voicemails, hang-ups, and fatigue starts to set in. But this is where the pros separate from the pack. Call 67, seller says, "I've had 20 calls. What makes you different?" I told him, "I'm probably the only agent who actually is still taking listings today every single week. The rest are just part-timers. I've been doing this 30 years. I'm still on the phones because it works. And that's why I'm calling you. It's exactly what I'll do right now when finding a buyer for your home." That stopped him right in the tracks. Appointment number 9. By call 80, I was tired, but momentum kept me going. The last 20 calls, a mixture of everything. A couple of appointments, some hard no's, a few people grateful, a few people hanging up on me, but call number 97 stands out. Seller said, "I was just about to call an agent. This must be a sign." We talked for about 30 minutes. He said, "I don't need to meet anyone else. You sound like you know what you're doing. When can you send me the agreement so we can get started?" That was appointment number 12. So, final results. 12 appointments booked, 8 callbacks next week, 23 follow-ups later, 35 rejections. That's a 12% appointment rate. Most agents celebrate if they hit 5%. So, the big surprise wasn't the number of appointments, it was the quality of the conversations. These weren't desperate sellers, they were smart homeowners who had been let down by the previous agent or bad agents. The difference, I didn't pitch, I asked questions. I listened, I showed up as a consultant, not a salesperson. And that's the key. This isn't luck. This is repeatable when you have a real system in place, especially for expired listings. That's how you can become one of the best and get these opportunities in real estate. Okay. Now, most agents will watch this and think, "Hey, good for you, Jeff. I can never do this," right? I can never do that. That's wrong. See, the only difference between me and most agents out there, I've got a proven system in place and I'm not afraid to use them. I want you to use the scripts, our objection handlers, and also learn the mindset to make 100 calls easy and then stick around. So hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell for new videos. And if you want to learn more how to become a top 100 agent in the country, simply just click the link below in this description.